Okay, in this video we'll be making candy apples. And as you can see, my apples are laid out on a towel that I use only for things like this. And before I got to this process, I had all my apples in the kitchen sink filled up with water. I did a little cold water, a whole cup of baking soda, and a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. And I let them soak in the water for about an hour to 2 hours. And then after I got them out the water, I laid them on a towel. I took a pot of boiling water, set it on the stove with a half a cup of apple cider vinegar in it, and I dipped each one for 10 to 15 seconds, and I laid them out on this towel to dry. And I usually let them dry I let them sit up like 24 to 48 hours. So I'm halfway through the process. And as you can see, your apples will turn brown, but don't worry. Your apples on the inside will be the way they should. White and delicious. But this is what you want. All that dried white stuff is wax. And all the bubble like water stuff is not water, it's sap. It's actually sticky. So you want all that sap to seep out, and you want all the wax to come off the apples. And before you begin to dip the apples, take a damp towel and just wipe the apples clean, so you have no more sap and no more wax on the apples. And as I wait for another 24 hours, I will come back and show you the process in dipping the apples. So stay tuned. Okay, now that my apples have been sitting at least 48 hours, I have rinsed them under cold water to remove all the sap. I still have a couple of apples to clean because it still have the little white residue, the wax on it, and I want that completely off. But the sap is completely gone off the apples. And I'm gonna sit these here to let them dry for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then we'll be ready to dip the apples. No sap. See when it's time to dip. Now that all my apples are cleaned, I went ahead and put the sticks in. So now we're gonna get our mixture together. In this pot, we're gonna add 4 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, and 2 cups of Karo syrup. And this is the Karo syrup I'm using, the light corn syrup. We're gonna add 2 cups of that. Yeah, bear with me. I'm trying to hold my foam in one hand and work with the other. Okay. Now we're going to add that to the pot. Okay, now that our apples are all clean, I have them over here, sitting on a piece of parchment paper that I laid out that I'm going to spray with a little cooking spray. Okay, and over in this pot, I went ahead and added my 4 cups of sugar, my 1 cup of water, and my 2 cups of light corn syrup, which is this what I use. Okay, we're going to stir all this together. And I'm going to turn my stove between 5 and 6. And I'm also going to add cinnamon. You add little, lot, depending on how you like it. I'm going to get that incorporated really well. And also to this mix, I'm going to be adding Red Hots. I'm going to add the whole of the box. Now, excuse my nails because I'm a biter. Okay. We're going to let this mix come to a boil. Adding our thermometer into the pot, making sure it does not touch the bottom of the pot. Okay. Now while this mix comes to a boil, do not stir. Just let it do what it do. But don't shy away from the pot because you don't want to risk a chance of burning your candy mix. I'm gonna make this a light bright pink color, even though I added the red hots, because I'm gonna add a little bright white gel color. I never worked with this color before, but I'm waiting on my shipment of AmeriColor to come in. So in the meantime, we're gonna have to work with this. So we'll be back when the mix reach about halfway, which would be about 225, because we're gonna let this mixture. Well, I let my mix come up to about 302. I know some do 300, some do 275, but I'm gonna do 302. So we'll be back when this mix gets the bubbling. My mix is boiling, you know, right on time, and it's at 200. So we're almost there. Just let it boil. Do not stir. Don't mess with it. Make sure your thermometer is not touching the bottom of the pot so you can get an accurate reading. And just wait. You know, turn around. Make sure you sprayed your parchment paper or your cookie sheet, whatever you're placing your apples on. You know, and just get ready to dip. So we'll be back when it's dipping time. Okay, my mixture is just coming up to a little past 250. When it gets to 250, it kind of stalls a bit, but watch it because it's going to shoot up there in no time. So just continue to wash your mix. Do not mix. Don't stir at all. Just be patient. So we'll be back when it reaches 302. Okay, now that my mix have reached 302, I'm going to remove this. Turn my heat off. Bring it over here to let the bubbles subside, and when all the bubbles go down, we're ready to dip. So stay tuned. Okay, now that all my bubbles are out, we can start dipping. But before we dip, I'm gonna add a little white. Okay, you're gonna take your apple, slowly dip it in, and turn. Make sure you let all the excess candy drip out. Twirl it. Place it. Okay, I'm going to do one more for you. Take the apple. Slowly dip it in. Turn slowly.
I'm done. I don't know.
Take it out. And each time you do this, your apple's going to be different with the marble effect. Let it drip.
Pop.
Give it a shape. Excuse my baby. Shake it. Flip it. Twirl it.
Okay.
Sit it.
Pop.
Okay, and I'll be back to show you when they're all done. Okay, and that's how you do your candy apples. The marble effect. They never come out the same, and that's okay. This one, my candy was getting a little hard on me. So, but that's your swirls. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like, rate, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up and tell me what you think. Have any questions, please feel free to leave me a message. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. So, and to clean your pot, all you have to do is take your pot of boiling water. You see I have it on the stove already. Bring it to a boil, and it should come right out. So, stay tuned, because I just might do the blue jean effect, the marble candy apples, because I still have a lot more to go. So, like I said, please rate, subscribe, tell me what you think. Till then, wait till another video. Thank you for watching. Okay, I went on ahead and started my second batch of candy, which I'm making this a blue color. And we're almost at 250. I'm going to add my 1 bottle of flavoring. Yes, you add the whole bottle of flavoring. And to this mixture, I also added 4 cups of sugar, 2 cups of light corn syrup, and 1 cup of water. And we're almost to the end result. So stay tuned and I'll show you how these turn out. Okay, my mix is almost at 302, which that is good right there. I'm going to turn the stove off, move my pot to let it cool down. Remove my candy thermometer. Let all the bubbles out on before you dip your candy. Sometimes it works if I can mind a good store, or if you tilt the pot, but do not dip until all the bubbles are gone. So I'll be back because I'm working with one hand. I'll be back to show you how I look. Stay tuned. Okay, now that I dipped the second batch, it really didn't come out the blue that I wanted, but I'll settle for the green. And that's how you make candy apples. I'm going to do another tutorial on drunken apples, as they call them, infused apples with the miniature liquor bottles. So stay tuned for that video also. Till then, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, subscribe to my channel, and give it a thumbs up. If you leave a message, I'll be quick to respond. So tell me how I did. To the next video, y'all take care and God bless.